If you think America's two-party system is not working, I think you're in the right place. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Art. Every weekday morning I try to do a little video that I hope will encourage discussion, specifically about how to end the two-party divide, because it's gotten ridiculous. So let's have a discussion about how to reform or replace. And either one works for me, but the current situation is not a good one. We need to change it, in my opinion. So that's the discussion I'd like to have. That's why I wrote this book, Political Cocaine: How America Got Hooked on the Two-Party System and How to Intervene. So if you haven't read it yet, I hope you'll consider it. The ebook is what I prefer. It's much cheaper. It's $6, $5.99. Paper is just so darn expensive. It's $12.99 plus shipping. But if you get it from BookBaby, you can get it quickly, and that helps the cause more. So I hope you consider that. But to me, the most important part are the ideas. But not only the ideas. What if you can get involved with the ideas is very liberating, because right now being either a Democrat or a Republican's got to be a tough gig. You know, they're upset all the time, they're angry, and that's the thing, is if you can leave that behind, it's a wonderful thing. And so I find it very liberating, although I too still have frustration looking at it. But basically my assumption is whatever the results are from either the Democrats or the Republicans, it's going to be bad. So do I want this version of bad or do I want that version of bad? I don't want either of them. So I'm going to spend my time working to resolve it in a long term. So it's a long-term thing. And that's it's a real hazard by itself, because people don't think long term. They think in the immediate. So let's make it immediate then. Be the alternative. I tell you what, this campaign that's coming up is going to be absolutely awful. And people are going to hate all the politics. The average person is just going to get pummeled. And it'll increase the disgust with the two-party system, which from my point of view is good. But are they going to see an alternative? Well, be that alternative. Be the person that can discuss what should happen. We talked about limitation of terms. That can never happen from within either the Democrat or Republican parties, because they're built on seniority. And so that'd be a direct attack on themselves. It'd be, from their point of view, suicide, which is why it should happen. And then get rid of winner take all, WTA I call it, winner take all. Why can't we have choice with political parties the same way we do when we go to purchase any kind of product? Name the product. You've got a vast choice. But when it comes to politics, you got two. Okay, so there's the first two points I suggest as main points. Of course, there's many other points, but these are things that I really believe you can discuss and talk about the implications without having the anger of the two-party trenches. The last one to me is the most exciting. And also, I believe in the long run, the most critical. And that would be dissolving the House. And I mean that literally. Fine, have an organizational session, and you got to, collect the data someplace. That can happen in Washington. But dissolve the House as a convening body and let them go back to their legislative districts throughout the country. We have federal facilities all over. Let them take testimony from constituents instead of lobbyists. It'd be far more difficult for special interests to control, far more accessible to the population. But the big thing is we live in an electronic age. It's changed so much since the Constitution. But that does not mean that we need to change the Constitution itself. It does mean that we should talk about applying the ideas of the Constitution itself into a new electronic age. So what better than starting out by letting the representatives vote electronically and listen to their constituents? I think it opens up many possibilities about learning to use technology to control the government, as opposed to having the tools of technology being used to control the people. Yes, let us, the people, use the tools of technology to control the government. Now there is something to think about, and I sure hope you will, because I do believe indirectly the tools of technology are being used to control us now. And some of us don't like to play that game. So I hope you can put that game away as well. All right, so there's some thought. Be the alternative when everybody else is polarized. I think you'll find it quite relaxing by comparison. I hope you have a great day. You know, every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So I hope you can unwrap your present with somebody special today. Have a wonderful day.